I did not see you there. Welcome to the great city hospital. I assume that you're here for either yourself or somebody else. Okay, someone else. In a way, interesting. Well, I hope that this person has a thorough routine to take care of themselves. Oh, they don't. Well, we can dive into this ourselves here. My name is Dr. Netherwart. I am a villager here at the Great City Hospital. Obviously, you've been rushed here for an emergency, and I am a emergency doctor. So we are here to conduct an health inspection on your friend. Okay. Well, I can promise you, you have been brought to a place with the best care in the whole world. We provide excellent service, and we make sure that you, or your friend in this case, leave in better shape than they came in. Now, of course, we can't promise a cure to everything. We're not made of golden apples here, but we do have ways to treat illness, any type of affliction, or some sort of injury. So you've come here and you've said that your friend is not necessarily something that can be easily treated. What do you mean? Your friend is a creeper. Oh, well, it wouldn't be common for that type of treatment to happen here at this hospital, but nevertheless, I think this is something we can take a look at. I have treated a few creepers in my time, and I've been able to ensure that they're in good shape by the time they leave. Now, there is a process to it, of course. We need to be very careful when treating creepers, but I have an expertise in that area, and I'll make sure that you and your creeper friend are in the best mood upon leaving. Yes. Well, there are a few administrative steps before we get to the treatment, if that would be all right. Yeah. Okay, well, let me first just enter in the codes for the creeper. Green, yellow, blue, orange, green, yellow, blue, orange, pink. Oh, there we go. What am I doing? Well, what this does is it sends alert signals to the lower levels of the hospital. That way they know who's being treated on the higher levels. Now, a creeper does require an alert notice because, well, if we make a mistake, which we won't, but if we do in the unfortunate circumstances that occurs, I apologize. Inevitable is not the way you want to be treated. Dr. Netherwart makes no mistakes here. Perfect. Now this is a wireless transmitter. It sends it through signals, as you can see below here. But I believe they got it, so let's get this out of the way, and let's get to the administrative steps. There's that. I'm going to need this for the checkup. Alright, so let's first get some information. This way. And now we have ourselves this pen here. As you can see, this is an administrative form. It is a patient intake form. We need to fill this in so that we have it in our records that we treated your friend here, and that we administered medication, and that these records are accessible, of course. You just need to come in, or your friend needs to come in and ask for them. Now, I don't believe a creeper will be coming in, but I do think that if you come in and ask for the records, we can provide this to you afterwards. We just did it on our end to ensure that it's filed and that we know who we've been treating. Okay? So let's get some information from you. Thursday, 1706, June 11th. That is a very, very, very long time ago. Their age, well, from 1706. I'm gonna need to do the math on that. 6 or 20. Well, they're 300 years old, aren't they? 300. That is quite. Wait, no, that is not wrong. I apologize. 326. About to say that your friend was quite the young buck. Just joking. A little humor that actually helps the health. Their address. Cave near Great City. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. City. Cave. Well that makes sense. And zip code. Well, I guess we can say NA on that one. Do they have an email? They don't. They don't know what technology is. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Unsure, so put NA for that one. Perfect. So, this is a new question. It's a survey question. We kind of have that going, but it's specifically about skin care. Now, if there was something you, or in this case your friend, could change or improve about their skin, what would it be? Oh, I guess your friend. Well, can you ask the question, even though this is kind of, I understand the difficulty of communication with a creeper, but I need you to ask, please. Okay, so their answer was this. Well, that's okay. That's not gonna help us. Regardless, doesn't matter. Okay, now down here. I'm just gonna need to move this way. We're going to need to add which of the following may apply to your friend. So they're here for a medical checkup. Absolutely. Have they been poisoned? No. Zombification? No. TNT syndrome? Perhaps. So we'll put that on. Sleep problems? Yes. Chiropractic syndrome? No. Tingles ASMR? Okay. An allergic reaction? Maybe. Alright. Broken sad? No, your friend has money. Okay, well that's fair. Cobblestoned? Is your friend cobblestoned? Let me ask one more time. Is your friend cobblestoned? No. Are you sure your friend's not cobblestoned? Okay. Has your friend taken any fall damage recently? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna have to check the spine. And, well, you know what? I just want that. You don't need to worry about that, okay? Any other symptoms we need to know? Okay, that's fair. Does not like people. Well, that is more of a common trait for creepers. I will say this is going to make this very dangerous for me, and I do hope that I have the proper insurance to deal with creepers. Well, we'll check for that. Emergency contact, your name. Okay. Ryan. Is there a reason why your prefix is 0? No? Okay, well, Brian, that makes a lot of sense. Is this actually your name? It's not. Okay, well, look, I need a serious answer. These are serious records. Oh, okay. So your name is Adventurer. And do you have a phone number? Okay, by Redstone. Facts, we can deal with that. And your relationship? Bestie. Alright, well, we got that down. That's perfect. That's perfect. Do we have a number for the facts? Okay, yes. 2, 4, 6. Perfect. We'll put these in our records. It'll said your friend had recently taken a tumble and took some fall damage, correct? Yes. Okay, well, we can take a look at that. These are interesting indeed. Okay, so you're going to need a spine adjustment as well. So my current diagnosis for your friend is let me flip this page for you. I'll write it out pretty simply. Your friend here has obviously an injury from falling, likely on the spine. Likely spinal. Okay, so that's one issue. The second issue is an illness. Alright. Now, luckily for you, this is known as Nether Pops. Now, Nether Pops is my expertise, and I have been researching this for a while. I've even come up with a medication to treat it. Even though Nether Pops has not been treatable before, we have recently discovered, and the medication went through some trials and has been approved, so you came in at a great time. We'll pull out that afterwards and I'll explain that to you. So, in order to treat both of these, we kind of need to approach it differently. There are two issues, like I said. These issues that are linked to the feet, right here. Linked to the feet. A spinal injury, the nervous system, right? It works down the spine and into the legs and feet, and that's where this pain's coming from. So we need to treat the spine in order to treat the feet. So each one of them is going to take a couple, adjustments, and the spinal should be okay. We're going to do that first because that's more important right now. I think I won't be able to treat the Nether Pops until afterwards. Okay? I'm also going to take a listen to the breathing again after I treat the spine. Okay? For the Nether Pops, it's a vaccine. So we're going to give the dosage, and afterwards, your friend will take maybe 3 to 5 business days to recover. Okay? It takes please ensure that your friend is resting. Okay, they need to rest for at least another, I would say, maybe 10 days, okay? Especially with another pops that we're going to treat next. So this next portion is going to need a needle. Foam, I'm going to pull that out in a little bit, so just in case you are afraid and you need to step out, I'll let you know. Okay, perfect. Let's get your friend ready. So, this here is the medication for Nether Pops. It uses lapis lazuli mixed with red, yellow, and blue flowers, but mainly blue flowers. Now, what happens is the magical aspects in the lapis lazuli actually creates an enchantment within. And when injected with the flowers help the system absorb the enchantment. And the enchantment helps quell Nether Pops and deals with it. It also makes, our friend here immune afterwards, and we got some driven out, which is not a good thing. Don't worry, it's not bad. It can only really be absorbed through injection. So, let's get that figured out. We're going to move our friend over to the side here, and we're going to get this open. This is always a difficult portion. There we go. One more time. There we are. Perfect. Now we're going to take this out here, and we're going to get some of that. Just a